We are now turning to Ripple, who argued in a Friday filing that the SEC hasn't made enough of a case to request for an appeal. Joining us now to discuss is CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day, who is also the editor of CoinDesk's State of Crypto newsletter. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning.
All right, nice to see you after that long weekend. I hope you are rested and ready for a week, I hope, not full of ups and downs, but here's to hoping.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about this Ripple filing. What happened?
Yeah, so, as we've been talking about, the SEC said it wanted to appeal the ruling in its case against Ripple, which found that while Ripple violated securities laws in, selling XRP to institutional clients, it did not do so in putting it on exchanges through programmatic sales. The SEC filed its, I guess the second bullet on that salvo a couple of weeks ago, saying that, the case is going to be presidential. There's already some disagreement between judges, et cetera. On Friday, Ripple fired back saying that, there isn't really that much disagreement between judges. They're looking at different things in the different cases. And the Ripple ruling does not have any kind of what they could describe as controlling interest in law or in the order that might warrant a appeal to, appeal court to review it. So the argument kind of boils down to saying that the SEC hasn't made enough of a case that would, warrant an appeal from the appeals court. They're not really, they're going into the substance a little bit of the ruling itself, but they seem to be more focused on, is the appeals court going to be interested in this? And their position is, it does not look like it.
I asked Jack this in the last segment when we were talking about FTX, but is this just regular legal process? Is it normal to have this back and forth when there's a ruling like this? Yeah.
Yeah, this is, I think as soon as the Ripple, ruling came out, everyone expected that the SEC was going to appeal. We've known for quite a while that the SEC would appeal. They hinted as much in a filing in a case against Terraform Labs in, I want to say, mid to late July. So we've known for, well over a month that this was going to be a thing. The SEC has until this Friday to respond to Ripple's filing. My guess is they're going to disagree with Ripple's arguments. And, we'll see what they say. But so far, at least, the judge overseeing the case has said, the SEC has the right to at least apply for an appeal. If she signs off, then they can try and take it to the Second Circuit Court of Appeals and see if the circuit court will take it up. If they do, then, we're off to the races. But this right now, we're all still in kind of the procedural part of this. The SEC wants to appeal. Ripple does not believe an appeal is necessary. And that's pretty much how we're looking at it.
Nick, I've asked you this before, but just to wrap this story up into a nice little bundle, how might this back and forth, or how might an appeal affect other cases that are now referencing the verdict here in the Ripple case?
So the really basic fundamental idea that we're trying to figure out is, do things like token sales fall under federal securities laws? And the SEC has said, yes, everything here is security. Whatever you're doing probably violates the law. And crypto companies have said, are you crazy? No, this does not look like it because, it's a different format or different function, or, securities laws are 80 years old and don't really capture the nuances of technology that was born in the last 15 years. I don't know if an appeal of this case will go quite so far as to actually create a definition for that particular conflict, but it might get one step closer to doing so. And of course, that's definitely going to be of interest to all of the other companies that are currently facing SEC lawsuits, or even lawsuits from just the general public that are suing, saying that this token issuer, whoever, violated securities law in selling this token.
All right, Nick, we are going to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you.
That was CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day. Don't forget to sign up for the State of Crypto newsletter on CoinDesk.com.